Okay, we're back. And for some reason I had to itch my nose right when we came back, which is also what I was just gonna talk about, is we're not supposed to be touching our face. Oh my gosh, and now I can't stop. Now my nose won't stop itching. I don't know what stopped with the live stream. All of a sudden my GoPro, which I'm live streaming on, oh my gosh, my nose is so itchy. It's itchy AF. Is that what we say? My GoPro just like made a noise. It stopped the live stream and it stopped. So I'm sorry that we froze. Now we had to start coronavirus live stream part 2, Mental Monday. If you are just starting this one separately, today for Mental Monday, where we talk about our brains, our bodies, being happy, healthy, more productive humans, we're talking about the coronavirus, and I work for a local news station, the NBC affiliate in Portland, Oregon, called KGW TV, and they're covering all the newsy aspects of the coronavirus. They'll have a newscast on at noon Portland time in 25 minutes today, and I'm sure it will involve coronavirus updates here in the Pacific Northwest, all around the world, with updated numbers on how many people have it around the world, have tested positive, how many people have died from it, sadly. But today we're going to talk about the mental aspect, and what we've already gone through is how if you're worried about something before it happens, you're worrying 2 times. Still be safe. Don't just go, oh, I'm never going to get the coronavirus, so I'm not even going to care. I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to read about it. Stay informed. Find the information, but focus on the facts, not your fear of it, because then you're just going to be worried double, right? You're going to worry before it happens, then you're going to worry when it happens. We also were just talking about washing our hands and how we should all be washing our hands. Do not be that person that goes to the public restroom and doesn't wash your hands, or just goes to the bathroom ever and doesn't wash your hands afterwards. That is gross, and I don't care if you tell me you're a guy and you didn't like touch anything and you didn't sit down on anything, so you don't need to wash your hands. That's still disgusting. But yeah, Sensible Psychotic just said, I blame the coronavirus. Yep, maybe the coronavirus got my GoPro, and therefore it stopped recording. I wanted to go back and get the questions because you guys had some, shoot, and now it just went away. Oh, nope, it's there. It's still there. It's still there. It's just frozen. Okay, can I like read all your comments? Can I turn on, shoot, okay, sorry, hang on for 1 second, because I wanna, oh look, the World Health Organization, an ad for coronavirus popped up on my video that just stopped going live. That's exciting, because then you guys can click and like actually get some information. So that is wonderful. I want to, shoot, can I get the live comments? Dang it, if you guys were watching the last stream, and you had comments that you just left, they're not showing up here on the previous live stream, so I'll just be able to look at the ones on this live stream. So we were talking about, yes, okay, thank you, Lane. I think you just left this comment on the other one, so thank you for leaving it again. He says, if you worry and the problem happens, the worry did no good. If you worry and the problem doesn't happen, you've wasted all that good worry. And that is from Hawkeye Pierce on the show MASH. Thank you. There's the quote, okay? So yeah, don't waste your time worrying twice. However, what you can do to prepare is number 1. I almost just said number 2. Number 1, wash your hands, which we should all be doing. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with warm water, singing happy birthday or singing the theme song of your favorite TV show, even if it happens to be Tonight with Cassidy on KGW, which you can watch at 7 o'clock. Maybe like live stream it on your phone tonight. And during the open of the show, when the music starts playing and it's all pink and I'm like dancing around and jumping off things, wash your hands. Bring your live stream on your phone to the bathroom and wash your hands. It can be like we're washing our hands together, and just pretend I'm also washing my hands in the studio while we're doing that, right? Another thing is not touching our face. And Tucker, when I told him that the other day, he was like, oh, well, you should always not be touching your face. I tell you that all the time. And yes, and I've also been seeing a lot of tweets and comments of people saying, I read this article about how I shouldn't be touching my face, especially now during coronavirus worries right now. And it just made me realize how much I touch my face, and made me realize how much I want to touch my face. Like you're sitting there reading and you're just touching your face, and and it's hard for me not to do this right now. And I do it while we're talking, and it was probably the worst time ever to get bangs, because now I'm like touching my face and my hair all the time. But if you're touching your face, or if you want to touch your face, go wash your hands. If you meet somebody new, you shake their hand, afterwards, go wash your hands. I keep seeing news things today, news articles and stories and videos about how everywhere is now sold. A lot of places are sold out of hand sanitizer. I hate hand sanitizer. Someday maybe they'll invent a hand sanitizer that A, doesn't smell bad, and B, doesn't taste bad. If you accidentally, like, you know, if you go eat after you use hand sanitizer and then you accidentally get the taste of the hand sanitizer on whatever you're eating, makes me want to throw up. But maybe I will throw up now because Tucker's throwing up. Just kidding. Tucker, I love you. I hope you're feeling okay and that you can probably hear this, or hopefully you can sleep through it because he's homesick again, sadly. Anyway, hand sanitizer does not work as well as actually washing your hands. Washing your hands with warm water, with actual soap, much better than hand sanitizer. So it's cool that everyone's going out and buying hand sanitizer, but this gets back to the whole stop freaking out about the coronavirus. Do what you can to keep yourself and the people around you safe, which involve cleaning surfaces around you. Like Tucker and I, when I get home from work tonight, we're gonna do some dishes. Or it might just be me, because he might be sick still. But cleaning things, getting, whether it's those like Clorox wipes or some spray or whatever, and cleaning around you, which can be a nice thing for your mental health, which I'm learning as I get older, that it can be nice and calming, whether you're washing the dishes, whether you're sweeping the floor, whatever. Turn on a nice podcast. For me lately, I've been loving Beep, They Don't Tell You. It's like I can't say it because we're live, but it's shh, beep, They Don't Tell You with Nikki Limo and Steve Green, some of my favorite YouTubers. They did one about mental health the other day, which was wonderful, and they're like an hour long, so turn on that. Turn on Sports, ? With Katie Nolan, if you're into sports and pop culture and want to know more about sports. It's very entertaining. Sometimes she does Bachelor updates, which I'm a big fan of. So it's like sports, pop culture, all kinds of fun things. Or Oprah's Super Soul Conversations. She has interviews with all kinds of different people, from like Dr. Phil to Lady Gaga to Tina Fey. And you can listen, and it's a wonderful, happy time. It's good for the soul, and you could be cleaning, okay? Or turn on an episode of something if you're able to like kind of watch a little bit, but also mostly be doing your cleaning and listening, and just put something good on that you enjoy, or some good music, and do some cleaning. Clean surfaces. Again, wash your hands after you do that, because you don't want to have whatever's on the surface on your hands, or if you're sweeping the floor, you don't want to have all the floor crap on your hands. But clean, wash your hands, and try not to wash your face. It's a weird mental exercise, for me at least, when I feel, like right now, I said don't touch your face, now I'm feeling an itch on my cheek, right where my bangs are hitting my cheek. I'm just gonna like flip my bangs out of my face, that hair, so it stops itching, and I'm just not gonna touch it, and the itch will go away. Like when you really think to yourself, see, I just almost did it again. When you really think to yourself, what is that itch that I feel on my face? This feels very weird to say out loud, but this is what I feel in my head recently. What is this itch on my face, and will it just go away if I ignore it and focus on something else? Like get back to the cleaning, get back to what we're talking about for Mental Monday, and just stop thinking about it. It's just very weird mental exercise, right? Do you guys go through the same thing? Please comment what you're saying. A Silent Koala says, Costco was crazy from the videos I've seen. Yes, and I will say, Tom Tuttle made me go to Costco multiple days ago, and we bought cold medicine. They were out of hand sanitizer, or they'd just gotten a new shipment of hand sanitizer in, but it was up on some shelf and they didn't know where it was, so we could not buy hand sanitizer, which I was kind of happy because, like I said, I hate hand sanitizer. I would rather just wash my hands all the time and try to avoid touching my face. But we bought cold medicine, we bought Mucinex, and I think that's really all, just to be stocked up on cold meds, because I think right now everyone is rushing to the store and buying it, which is totally fine. Go buy it. Go to the store. Let's see. Scott says, I'm staying calm, but my wife is having anxiety about the coronavirus, so we stocked up on meds and cleaning supplies. Right, and here's the thing. Those meds and cleaning supplies, it's not going to be bad to have extras, right? If the coronavirus is making you a little worried and you want to go buy some things to prepare yourself for it, you're going to use those cleaning supplies in the long run, right? You're going to use those cold meds in the long run. They don't expire super quickly, I'm sure, and also you always hear things like if your cold meds expire, maybe they just don't work as well, but they're not gonna like make you more sick because those meds had just expired, right? I mean, don't take my word for it. Please do your research. And again, if you want all of the facts about the coronavirus, watch your local news like KGW here in Portland. where I will be momentarily. Glenn, here's his tip on keeping your hands clean. Use the paper towel to touch the door handle after washing. I never touch that after I wash. Probably so many germs on it, right? You hear these disgusting things about, like, when you flush the toilet, germs go everywhere. So try, like, they might be on the door handle, where, especially if you're in a public restroom. So try to use your sleeve to open the door handle, whether you're at a public or private place. There's an itch right under my nose right now, and I'm trying so hard not to touch my face. Trying to be a good example, okay? Also, if you're gonna cough, because one thing they're saying is how this coronavirus specifically spreads is like little particles of whatever germs when you're coughing or sneezing that go into the air. So try to keep them out of the air. If you already have the germs yourself, you're not gonna get yourself sicker, so cough into your sleeve, sneeze into your sleeve, or a tissue or whatever, throw that in the garbage. We'll all be healthier for it, right? Thomas Golden says, CJ McCollum, Trailblazers player, is only doing fist bumps, no handshake. I feel like your germs are probably also on the outside of your hand, but that sounds better, right? Fist bumps at least is better than the inside of your hands that you've touched everything and gotten on everything, right? Sensible Psychotic says, these streams always make me feel good. Thank you. Like we're friends. Like we're just one big happy group of friends. This is my coronavirus cure for my mental health and wellness. That makes me so happy to hear, because that's what I hope. When you suggested we talk about the coronavirus today, I knew this wasn't gonna be just a super, like, let me tell you all these facts. We're gonna solve the coronavirus here together. But I hope that we can at least make ourselves happier, get our week off to a great start, and not be so overly cautious. Again, worrying is not great. Planning is great. Being smart is great. Being informed, watching the local news coverage that's not overhyping everything, which I believe my colleagues at KGW in Portland, they're not paying me to say this, but I swear. And I did not talk to my bosses before doing this Mental Monday live stream with the topic of coronavirus. But I believe that my coworkers are doing a good job of focusing on the facts, not the fear. That's the hashtag they're using right now, facts, not fear. And not trying to freak everyone out about it, but give you enough information that we can all be informed and healthy and safe together. Anthony says, loving the new do really suits you. Thank you. I just got my haircut last Wednesday by a guy named Gary at a salon who's owned by Kirsten Appel, which the salon's called Appel Nouveau Salon in Northwest Portland. Gary has cut, we had him on my show. That's how I met him a few weeks ago on Tonight with Cassidy on KGW, because he just moved to Portland because his wife has family here, but he used to be back and forth between like New York, LA, Miami. He still flies to those places because he's a celebrity. Talking too fast. He's a celebrity hairstylist. Like when I went in there the other day, he was talking to me about how he just did George Clooney's hair, and who else? I showed him a picture of Kristen Stewart's hair that I really liked for a different time when I want to just like chop and go short hair and go crazy. And like really short, and he was like, oh, I probably did that haircut on her. He's done all these kinds of people's hair, and now he did my hair, but you can go have him do your hair. So again, the salon's called Appel Nouveau. I'm going to see Kirsten, the owner of the salon, on Thursday to get some color in my hair. Not like crazy blue color like I'd like, but just some more highlights. Anyway, thank you for liking my hairdo. I'm excited about it, but it made me a little nervous because getting bangs is kind of a scary thing, especially when you're on TV. And the first comment I got on TV was someone tweeted me the other day during the show, was like, what did you do to your hair? That's how I heard it, was like, what did you do to your hair? And then I responded to the tweet and I was like, oh, I just got a cut. And they said, oh, great, it looks awesome. So clearly it wasn't what did you do to your hair? It was like, oh, what'd you do to your hair? But I read it, as you can on internet comments talking about mental health. Don't put don't put intonation into people's words that aren't actually there. That's you putting the voice. You're hearing their voice in your head, which isn't probably what their voice sounds like. Just a random tidbit. Brent says, I tweeted out a neat link via John Hopkins that shows the coronavirus spread if you're interested. I also tweeted out a link the other day. I wish I could tell you where it's from. I can't remember, but I did tweet the link, okay? I said, like, coronavirus simplified. It's a cartoon, a comic strip designed for kids, but also good for adults about the coronavirus and being realistic about it and what just the little things we can do, like washing our hands and not touching our face, to stop the spread. Because really that's what we're trying to do. A lot of people will get the coronavirus, whether you show symptoms, whether you don't show any symptoms at all, whether you show symptoms but they're mild. And again, if they're just mild and you wouldn't normally go to the hospital because it's just it feels like a regular cold, don't go to the hospital. Just stay home and definitely stay home until at least like a day or two after your fever has gone away without any medication. Oh gosh, now I'm itching. Sorry, don't touch my nose. See, this is hard. I was thinking about doing a video for my channel of like one day keeping track of every time I touch my face for a full day, just documenting it, and then the next, like as I would naturally do, and the next day really trying to stop myself and see what I can do to make myself stop. Would you guys watch that? I feel like that's weird. It's kind of weird content that I wouldn't normally do maybe, but also maybe it would be helpful and maybe it would be entertaining of me like going crazy and trying not to touch my face. Sensible Psychotic says, they got to me. Darn sanitizer. That's okay. It's okay if you bought sanitizer. They are saying that washing your hands work better than sanitizer, but hand sanitizer is better than nothing. If you work, like Tom Tuttle at work the other day was like, you should get hand sanitizer because sometimes we're out covering news stories and we're not by a bathroom for the whole day, which luckily is not usually what I go through because I'm usually doing segments at places that have a bathroom. I'm not like out covering a fire or something and can't go inside for hours and go to the bathroom. But if you have a job, like Lane, you were saying you drive for a living, so it's good to have that in the car because all kinds of people come in your car. A Silent Koala says, I tell my nephew to do the vampire dab, coughing into his elbow when he has to sneeze or cough. The vampire dab? Did you make that up? That's genius. The vampire dab. It is a dab. Oh my gosh. Guys, we just have to dab when you cough or sneeze. That's all. That's how to get the kids to be safe, and we just have to follow the kids, right? Oh my gosh. Anthony says food deliveries are being checked more, so there's a delay on milk and snacks. Good for the workforce, bad for my hungry tummy pre-lunch. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Like, if we all need more cold meds, is that going to get delayed because we can't get them because they can't ship them because they come from places all over the world? So, yes, to recap, wash your hands. Pick your favorite thing that's 20 seconds long to sing in your head or play out loud on your phone. Watch 20 seconds of this long Mental Monday live stream at a time. Watch 20 seconds of my new 8 hours of sleep for a day for a month video that I posted yesterday here on my channel. Watch 20 seconds at a time. Be a very weird way to watch a video, but you could do it every time and see how many days it takes you to get through the full 24-minute video because you're watching it in 20-second chunks. That could be entertaining. Or watch it, it's 24 minutes long, watch it while you wash your dishes, right? I'm probably gonna watch like a Nikki Limo video while I watch dishes later, or watch some video on the Ellen Show's YouTube channel of them recapping tonight's episode of The Bachelor. So keep commenting if you have ideas on how to keep yourself safe and stop the spread of the coronavirus, because that's really what we're trying to do. Some people will get sick from it, unfortunately. Some people will get very sick. Some people will die, as they have already, but that's not something that that is healthy to consume your brain thinking about. Like, oh my gosh, what if I get really sick? What if I die? All you can do is focus on the little things you can do, like washing your hands, staying home if you are actually sick, and then just trying to calm your brain. If that means turning off the news for a day and watching whatever entertaining, happy TV you want to fill your brain with happy thoughts, and then at the next day going, okay, let me just look at the recaps and find out what information I need to know that maybe has come out from the CDC or the World Health Organization or whatever, and check your local news site and go, what do I need to find out today? That's okay. If you want to just ignore the news for a little bit and go on with your day in a happy way. Right, Brent says, my parents were/are physicians. They raised me mostly using the herd mentality. Keep general cleanliness as much as possible, but don't overreact to it. But I'm a healthier person, so for those with compromised immune systems, it's still important to be diligent. Right, and that's the thing. Like, we, as healthy humans, need to be careful and diligent, washing our hands, keeping our not touching our faces to get the germs everywhere, so that those people with compromised immune systems, so that we're not getting in contact with them with extra germs, right? And as long as you're thinking of that, also you may have seen that on Amazon, like masks have mostly sold out. You can't find the right masks anywhere, for the most part. Or if you find them on Amazon, they're like $40 or $50. Masks are more and this is a thing that you may have seen if you are watching news coverage, but you also may not have seen if you're not really following all the facts, is that the masks are more for people that are sick to keep them from getting everyone else sick, and to keep their germs to themselves, and to not, if they have compromised immune systems already, to not get them more sick. It's not for just regular, everyday, averagely, is that a word? Healthy people. You do not need to wear a mask. And so it's okay that you missed the whole rush to get all the masks off of Amazon, right? That's okay. Keep washing your hands. Try to stop your touch. Stop your touching your face. Thomas Golden says, ignore the news, but KGW personalities are so nice. I don't mean ignore the news. You can still find, okay, let's say you don't want to stress out about it a bunch. You want to go watch specific segments about the coronavirus. Go on KGW's YouTube channel and watch some of those, right? They have a whole playlist on the channel. So I'm not saying ignore the news altogether, because like I've said a few times here, I do think, at least in my case, the local news station I work for has done a really good job of covering the facts, not trying to scare everyone, not trying to overly cover it and only talk about the coronavirus all the time, but talk about it enough and share what news there is and what facts we all need and want, but not making you go crazy and go, oh my gosh, please, you need to go to the store right now, you need to buy hand sanitizer, you need to do this, we're all gonna die, that's not what they're doing, right? Knocking on wood here. Survival Bros says, can I still have a hug, please, Cass? I'm so healthy. Sure, you can have. Here's a hug to you from me through the internet, through the live stream. Does that look weird on there? And Silent Koala says, ignore the news, but don't ignore the Cassidy Quinn show, y'all. Do you think a show like mine, Tonight with Cassidy, that focuses on all the fun, happy things happening around Portland and on the internet, there's a place to do a segment about washing your hands? What things would be 20 seconds that would be good for washing your hands as a little Tonight with Cassidy PSA on how to wash your hands? Maybe we could just do it with the theme song of the show. I could do that, okay? Virtual hugs, exactly. Virtual hugs for you, Cameron. I see your name is not Survival Bros. Are you the guy named Cameron on the show Love is Blind that just got married? Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. Let's see, any other comments? Because I should probably get to work to that job that I have at the local news station, KGW. So thank you all for hanging out here on this Mental Monday. I hope it has started your week off on a good note. I hope you are happy and healthy. I hope all the people in your life are happy and healthy. And again, if you start to feel sick, just stay home from work. Now more than ever, or more than ever during this flu season at least, all of your coworkers, all of your bosses can, and they really should, understand more than ever that you need to stay home if you are sick. Like I said, Tucker is home because he woke up and was throwing up this morning, so that is not a symptom of the coronavirus. Coronavirus is more coughing, vampire dab, again, as a Silent Koala said. Do the dab, cough to yourself in your sleeve, sneeze in your sleeve or a napkin, a tissue, whatever's around you, not just into the air. Please, for the love of YouTube, do not just sneeze or cough into the air. And if you have a fever, make sure you can get rid of your fever for 2 days, 1 or 2 days without any medication before going back to work, because you don't want to get everybody else sick, especially anyone that has a compromised immune system or whatever. You don't know who's around you, who the sickness might hit worse, right? Does this all make sense? I hope so. Steve Violence, interesting name, Steve Anti-Violence, says singing happy birthday is about the right amount of time. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. You can sing happy birthday, don't rush through happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday, blah, 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 right? That's not 20 seconds. So sing happy birthday, or if you want something more fun, just pick your favorite 20-second song, right? Or a mantra. Maybe if you're into the whole meditating thing, which if you want to get into it, there's some mantras in that from my Calm app that I've been using, from my meditating every day for a month video that I posted last month or 2 months ago maybe now. You can find that on my channel. And there's some mantras that you could maybe repeat to yourself while you're washing your hands if you need some inspiration, or maybe if someone said something really nice to you, repeat that to yourself while you're washing your hands. 20 seconds kind of feels like a long time when you're trying to wash your hands if you're just counting to 20, but if you figure out what is 20 seconds long and just remember that, just keep repeating that. So thank you guys for, Steve says do the dab on the news and post it on your channel. Sure, let's do it. Why not? Thomas says, thank you for doing Mental Monday again. Thank you guys for doing Mental Monday with me. I'm glad we got to do it. Again, I posted a long video yesterday here on my channel about as long as this live stream, about attempting to get 8 hours of sleep for a month. This month's challenge that Tucker came up with, to his detriment, because he's gonna have to do it with me, is washing our dishes every day for a month. Like actually doing the dishes when you use the dishes, wash the dishes. Don't just put them in the sink and go to sleep, or leave them on the couch and fall asleep on the couch. There I go touching my face. I shouldn't admit that we do this way too much, but we do. We're all just trying to be better humans, right guys? So thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I hope you have an amazing week, and I might have another video on this channel later this week. I don't know, depends how I'm feeling. And either way, I will see you next week for Mental Monday. Bye, I love you all, and I'll see you next time.